Welcome to Wrestling with Horror, and I'm somebody you're going to get to know very well, whether it be through this channel or maybe another channel or even in the ring. See, my name is Andrew Dreamer, and I'm a professional wrestler who loves horror movies. I was trained at the Nightmare Factory by Cody Rhodes and QT Marshall. That was a lifelong dream of mine, and it was a goal that it took me a very long time to get the confidence and the courage to chase it. But I did it. I chased that dream and I achieved that goal. Now, my love for horror started at a very young age. In fact, my first memory of horror at all is the 1978 Halloween. To this day, that's still my favorite horror movie. I don't think anything can beat it. So my main goal for this channel is to bring a unique perspective of horror and professional wrestling. Being involved with both, having a passion for both, I feel like it gives me an ability and a confidence to do that justice. Now, we all know that the professional wrestling community and the horror community are two very specific niches, but I believe that there is a lot of opportunity for crossover there. I want to bridge that gap between those two communities, perhaps more than has been done in the past. There are a lot of similarities that are already right there in wrestling and horror. They're all intertwined already just a bit, but I want to delve deeper into that. I want to find those similarities, and I want to compare and contrast and just have an open line of dialogue with everybody about it. Just for example, blood exists in horror movies. Blood exists in professional wrestling. Now, you don't have to have blood to have a great wrestling match, just like you don't have to have blood to have a great horror movie, i.e. Halloween. Now, I do believe that when you do have blood in both of those, it can elevate the story to a new level. It brings you new emotions. It pulls those emotions out of you in a way that it doesn't always do. And what we all want is that connection. We're looking for a connection, whether it be to the villain, to the hero, the protagonist, antagonist, baby faces, heels. We all want to have that connection with what we're watching. And when you do get that connection, that's just the feeling that we're all searching for. So, a little bit about what you can expect on this channel. I'm going to do some reviews of wrestling matches, some reviews of horror movies, rankings of my favorites of each of those, wrestling and horror. We'll talk about it all. I'll even do a few reviews for upcoming events, pay-per-views, premium live events, whatever you want to call it these days. It doesn't matter. It's the same thing. And the same goes for horror movies. What horror movies I'm looking forward to, most anticipated, that kind of thing. And lastly, I want to build a community of fans who can talk to each other respectfully about horror and wrestling. And we can find those similarities, the differences, what we like about wrestling and how it relates to horror, what we like about horror and how it relates to wrestling. There's so many opportunities for us to have these discussions, and I cannot wait to get into all those discussions with you guys. So, join me for this ride as we explore darkness and entertainment in two of the most amazing and pure platforms that exist. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and please join me for this, because we're going to have a lot of fun. And I will see you next time as we look at professional wrestlers who have appeared in horror movies.